Good morning. In last class, we have discussed about the basic of accounting and introduction, in which we have seen that accounting is the language of business. It conveys the message to outside world with the various statement, records, and other means. So we have discussed that for a language, there must be a grammar, and the grammar of accounting is principles of accounting, and we have discussed concept and conventions. So today we are going to start basic principles used in accounting, how we can move, how we can do the accounting correctly. So in this slide, what are the various accounting principles? After having studying this chapter, we should able to understand and explain the meaning of generally accepted accounting principles and identify the key items of the conceptual framework, and we will able to describe the basic objectives of financial reporting, why we are preparing accounting, what is the basic purpose of doing this all exercise, and we will again quantitative able to know the quantitative characteristics of accounting information and elements of financial statements, and we again able to identify the basic assumptions used by the accountant and used in the accounting. This is very important. Without assumptions we can't move. My dear friend, प्यारे मित्रों, again we will able to identify the basic principles of accounting, and we will also see the two basic constraints in accounting, and in the last, what are the various accounting principles used in international operations. So these all are the basic things we should today we are going to discuss in this slides. So the conceptual framework of this consists of objectives of financial reporting, quantitative characteristics of accounting informations, and element of financial statements. And we will also discuss the operating guidelines, that is assumptions, principles, and constraints. And together with these all, we are calling this accounting principle, accounting के सिद्धांत. So here the basic objectives of financial reportings are useful to those making investment and credit decisions. This is the basic information which we are getting from the financial records. So this is very helpful for the investors, the creditors, the bankers, and the government as well. And it helps the assessing future cash flow. This is very important for the managers and the owners of the business, because from where cash is coming and where it is going out. So we are knowing it, how the cash movements are happening in day-to-day life of the business. And we will also identify the economic resources, because the money comes and goes. So there are two parts where the money is invested in the day-to-day operation and in the long-term investment for creation of the basic infrastructure in accounting term, that is called capital expenditure or assets. And the resources from where we have got the money, basically there are two resources of the finance for any business: the owner's contribution, that is called capital, and the loans and advances which the business organization takes from the banking institutions and the financial institutions and friends and relatives. So these all are the basic two sources of fund. So this is called liability because we have to repay it back in coming future. So these all are the basic things which are very important in accounting. My dear friend, just we are going to discuss the qualitative characteristics of accounting information. So we must understand this because of the fact every transaction, every activity of the business, there are that is related to each other. That is called relevance, and that is reliable as well. That should be perfect, evidenced, and we will able to compare these all the accounting information with the other year, with the other department, and we outside as well, and there should be consistency. Without it we cannot able to judge the result, growth, and the development of the business. So these all are the various qualitative characteristics of the information of business information. My dear friend, just we are going to elaborate the information just we have studied. Relevance, what does it mean? Accounting information has relevance if it makes a difference in decision. Relevance information helps user forecast future events. This is predictive value, or it confirms or corrects prior expectation. That it also gives us feedback what we have did in past and what was the result. Information must be available to the decision maker before it loses its capacity to influence their decisions. That it should be timely because time is money, we all know. My dear friend, the next very important is that is reliability. Reliability of information means that information is hello. So my dear friend, प्यारे मित्रों, my dear friend, so we have now continuing it, that is reliability. Reliability of information means that the information is free from error and bias. In short, it can be dependent on. To be reliable, accounting information must be verifiable. Comparability means the information should be comparable with the accounting information about the other enterprises, with the other department, and it can be comparable with other year as well. And the third one is the consistency. It means that the same accounting principle and method should be used from year to year within a company, because there are various method of depreciation, valuation of inventory, valuation of goodwill. So when we have adopted at a particular time or particular year one method, that should be continued in the coming year as well. So now we are proceeding the operating guidelines of accounting. So my dear friend, operating guidelines are classified as assumptions, principles, and constraints. So what is assumptions? It provides a foundation for the accounting process. In other subject as well, we are assuming and then we are proving something. So next one is, what is principle? It indicates how transactions and other economic events should be recorded. My dear friend, next one is the constraints, or that is called also limitations. What is it? on the accounting process allow for a relaxation of the principles under certain circumstances. So these all are the, and we will see there are some materiality, and just we have seen the constraint as well. So next here, the operating guidelines of accounting principle, just we had discussed. Assumptions here, monetary unit, economic unit, time period, going concern, and principles are relevance, recognition, matching, full disclosure, and cost. There are two constraints just we have seen, the materiality and conservatism. Materiality means what is material, what is important at a particular time, we should record. Otherwise, we will leave it. If that does not make any difference in the accounting or the decision maker. And the conservative means the future losses should not be recorded, but future profit should not be recorded, but the future losses, if known to the date of balance sheet, should be recorded. So next one is economic entity assumption. What does it mean? What is economic entity or business entity assumptions? All the activity of a business kept separate and distinct from the activity of the owner, and all the economic entities are recorded in the books of account of the business, not in the record of the owner personal. So here we have taken that proprietor X personal activity can be distinguished from those of a car manufacturing activity such as M manager salary paid. Next one is the time period assumptions. In accounting, we are dividing whole life of the business in different segments, say 1 year. So economic life of the business is very important for the purpose of maintaining record and the assessment of the business, growth of the business, where we are standing. So artificial time periods such as 12 months, it may start from the 1st of the April and end of the 31st of the March. And the next one is very important, that is going concern assumption. It means that business which go forever. The businessman, the owner, the proprietor of the business does not know when the business will be closed. So it start to run the business forever. Like we take the example of Tata, Birla and Dalmia, when they have started and now it is continuing. Like it is a river, water may come and go, but river may remain same. So in case of the company form of organization, we can identify it. When the company is created, registered, the life is unlimited. The members are coming and going, but the company is going forever. So enterprise will continue in operation long enough to carry out its existing objective. So here is an example, the implication. Depreciation and amortizations are used, plant assets recorded, and cost at cost instead of liquidation value. Items are labeled as fixed or long. My dear friend, next one is the matching principles and expense recognition. Expense recognition is traditionally tied to revenue recognition. So we are matching the expenditure which we have incurred, how much we have revenue got. If we have taken the revenue, whether the expenditure are there or not, without expenditure, we all know there will be no revenue at all. So it refers to as the matching principle, because we are matching the revenue. It dictates that expenses be matched with revenue in the period in which efforts are made to generate revenue. So next one is full disclosure principles. Just we have seen the two constants, that is the materiality and conservatism. So under the conservatism, future losses are not recorded, and under the materiality, important facts are recorded, and we are here, we are disclosing the facts by way of full notes, footnotes. If there is a change in any principles or any material changes in accounting record. It requires that circumstances and event that makes a difference to financial statement users be disclosed. Compliance with the full disclosure principle. Data in financial statement notes that accompanying the statement summary of significant accounting policy, usually the first note to the financial statement. So by way of note, we are disclosing the financial fact if there are major changes in policies, etc. Next one is the cost concept. My dear friend, at cost, all the information are recorded. Cost is used because it is both relevant and reliable. Cost is relevant because it represents the price paid, the assets sacrificed, the commitment made at the date of acquisition. So these are the three basic things. Cost is reliable because it is objectively measurable, factual, and verifiable. So these all are the basic features of cost. So we are recording all the information, all the transaction at cost in the accounting. So next we are going to discuss constant in accounting. So just we have seen two constant: materiality. So relates to an items of impact on the firm's overall financial condition and operation, and the conservatism that just we have discussed, it dictates that when in doubt, choose the method that will be the least likely to overstate assets and income. So the closing stock is valued at cost and market price, whichever is less. So my dear friend, we here providing all the services for the help of those who are in need. So please help the needy person. Thank you.